And when you're a kid, you're fearless. So, you know, gunshots and bombs exploding in riots, they're just part of life. You just got on with it.
Yeah.
Because you had no alternative. You put it to one side and you get on with it.
Let's talk about our record, your record, the one that we're doing together.
No, our record, man.
We've got, I think, 10 songs on the record.
10 songs, one cover.
We had Xavier Muriel, my old partner.
Yeah, he was amazing.
From the Buck Cherry days,
Yeah.
playing drums. Robert Crane on bass.
We did the demos, obviously, and they sounded great. So when we sent them out to everybody turned up knowing their parts. You know, obviously Xavier and Robert are just phenomenal musicians. So working with them, you know, it's going to be really stress-free, which it was, and very fast, which it was. So we got the drum tracks done in, what, 2 days?
Day and a half.
Day and a half,
we
even,
were
right,
like going for tacos at 4 o'clock.
That's right. That's important.
We're done.
Tacos and Sharkies is important in our life.
So we have a song on the record, and I do believe you're calling the record.
It's the title track of the album. When Life Was Hard and Fast is the title track of the album. I talked earlier about writing with my friend Sam Robinson, who I love writing with. He sent me the lyrics for this song. Sam has this canny knack. We grew up about a mile away from each other in Northern Ireland. We're roughly the same age, but like me and you. Never really met until we discovered we both supported the same football team, the mighty Glentoran. Every day after Christmas Day, Glentoran play their fierce rivals. I was going to go to the game, and it snowed. The game got called off. You end up in the pub. I got chatting to Sam Robinson, and I really, you know, we just hit it off. I like the great guy, and then he does that thing that you dread, that people do.
Yeah.
He went, you know, I write some lyrics, and I'm like, oh my God.
Ugh.
I really like this guy, and he's, you know, because everybody thinks they're a songwriter. Like, you know, they just do. They think it's easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy. So he hands me these lyrics, and I'm like, oh man. So Sam hands me these lyrics, and you know, I'm fearing the worst, and I read them, and they're incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, my jaw just hit the floor, and I went, did you write these? And he went, yeah. And he went, I've never shown these to anybody. And it was the title track of the last album when Patsy Cline was crazy. Guy Mitchell sang the blues.
Yeah.
And I went, I gotta write some music for this. Long story short, snowballed. We ended up making a double album. We ended up writing 25 songs together.
Wow.
So, and we still worked together. So he wrote the lyrics for Life Was Hard and Fast. It touched into where we were growing up and dreaming of getting away and being in a band and seeing the world. You know, 2 kids from East Belfast, big dreams.
Yeah.
Dreaming about getting out, getting away from all the crap that was happening back then. So that song's just about that, about you know, being tough and had to walk to school in the rain, the snow, and the teachers were still allowed to hit you when life was in that way it was tougher, you know.
Yeah.
And it was real. So I
mean, you're kind of underselling a little bit. You grew up in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
You had to worry about more than just the rain.
Yeah, you know, but it's like, it's your reality when you grow up in a situation like that. If you don't know any different, you're used to it. And when you're a kid, you're fearless. So, you know, gunshots and bombs exploding in riots, they're just part of life. You just got on with it.
Yeah.
Because you had no alternative. You put it to one side and you get on with it, you know. But obviously it did affect you, and I think when you get older, you look back and you go, oh my God, you know, that was a dead guy lying on the pavement, or that bomb blast that went off was only a quarter of a mile from where we lived. And
right.
Suddenly then it hits home. But Sam has a terrific way of tapping into all that, and you know, like I said, his experiences I can completely you know, tap into. It's my own life as well. So when he sends me stuff, I always know it's going to be great. So long story short, he sends the lyrics. We sent them back to him because we said, can you edit these a bit more? Do you remember?
Yeah.
And he did. He did a fantastic job of just streamlining them even more. And then you and I wrote the music, and I think the song's incredible.
Yeah,
and
awesome.
I'm really happy it's the title track of it. But that's what's been so inspiring and nice for me making this record with you, Keith. It's been so much fun, and it's just been easy. You know, we're cranking the guitars up through the amps, we're making noise, we're being silly, we're being goofy, we're going to get Mexican food every day. It's just good, it's just good fun, you know?
We should call the record Tacos.
You're right, yeah. When life was hard in tacos.
When life was hard in tacos. Well, you know, there was an A&R guy once back in my early days that told me if I didn't quit twice while making a record, I wasn't doing it correctly. Mm-hmm. And I have to say that's probably the worst advice I ever got from a record company.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Person.
You know,
because
no comment on that.
Because I think that, you know, just the whole process of being creative and being willing to collaborate and exchange ideas and that has just been such a great experience with you, man.
Yeah,
and
and
I'm
thanks,
really
bro.
honored that you asked me to be a part of it.
Well, you know, I was a fan of your band. It was a no-brainer. You know, and after meeting you, like I said, we hit it off. You've got a great studio, great sounding room. You know, where we cut the drums in a different studio as well. That was a great sounding. What was the name of that studio again?
Stag Street
Stag
Studio.
Street Studios, yeah. And you know, they sound phenomenal. And the whole thing's just so easy. I mean, at the end of the day, as you know, it's all about the songs. It's all about having something to say. It is for us. You know, our favorite artists are all Springsteen, Petty, John Mellencamp, Strummer, Dylan. They all had something to say.
Right.
They're all the real deal. And you know, I think that's what it's all about.
Right on. Well, thanks, man.